To the glory of God, I hereby commission this Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center for the growth and excellence of the Nigerian Army and the armed forces in general, and the protection of our territorial integrity, Nigeria, and of course humanity, to the glory of God. Amen.
In a bid to have highly skilled, competent and senior experienced Army officers and other requisite competencies to address Nigerian Army's specific thematic challenges to be achieved through protective research, analysis, studies, and suggestive of novel solutions to take Nigerian Army more effective, resilient, and adaptive force, the Chief of Army Staff has approved the establishment of Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center. The Chief of Defense Staff has commended the Chief of Army Staff on the novel idea in creating the Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center, which is a reservoir of competent and dedicated senior officers as well as civilian experts to address Nigerian Army's peculiar challenges, which is not only a step in the right direction, but indeed a welcome development.
I want to very specifically and particularly commend the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, for providing the needed leadership to accomplish the admirable successes of the Nigerian Army across the various theaters of operation. Coming here to see the massive structure, when you look at it from the road, you think it's a very small structure, but going in, just as we have just done, give you an indication as to the massive nature of the complex. And the quantum of resources that's also committed to seeing this edifice in place. So I'd like us to please give the Chief of Army Staff a round of applause. Well done for a very focused leadership of the Army.
Just finish inspecting the
General Rabel gave this commendation today at the commissioning of the Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center, which was created to serve as the research establishment for the Nigerian Army and the formulation and the development of policy frameworks.
I have been informed that the newly established Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center was created to serve as a research establishment for the Army in the formulation and development of policy frameworks. I fervently believe that the Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center, as intended, will add value to the Nigerian Army's activities in terms of preserving our history and drawing lessons for ongoing and future operations through critical analysis.
He urged senior officers who have been deployed to the center not to occupy space but have goals to accomplish.
It is my fervent hope that this center will provide a veritable opportunity for serving as well as retired officers to contribute to the Nigerian Army's future development and modernization agenda through focused research. I am pleased to know that the center has a directorate dedicated to improving jointness in operational as well as other activities with sister services. On the whole, I expect the center to add impetus to the system through innovative ideas to problem-solving approach of the Nigerian Army in particular and the armed forces of Nigeria in general. To the very senior officers who have been deployed here or who will be working here, I'd like to urge you to note that, and indeed counsel, that you shouldn't just occupy space. You have goals before you. I expect you to accomplish those goals. Set the tone for greater excellence for the Nigerian Army in particular and the armed forces in general. And I wish you the very best.
In his remarks, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, said the Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center will also work to maintain noble solutions to tactical, operational, training, administrative and logistics challenges of the Nigerian Army.
On this wise, I approve the establishment of the Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center to, among other key roles, develop plans for the entrenchment and preservation of Nigerian Army heritage, provide strategic inputs for future plans and continuous modernization of the Nigerian Army, as well as act as loyal opposition to the Nigerian Army by constantly calling out inconsistencies and flaws within the system. Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center will also work to institutionalize and maintain novel solutions to tactical, operational, training, administrative and logistic challenges of Nigerian Army. It is my firm belief that accurate future casting based on sound analysis and research will facilitate the emplacement of frameworks that will ensure the deployment of adaptable, resilient, and effective forces to confront and defeat current and emerging threats, thus ensuring a ready force for all contingencies and emergencies.
Earlier, in his opening remarks, the Chief of Policy and Plans pointed out that the structure commissioned today is conceived based on the initial concept for the Heritage Center, as the Chief of Army Staff has reflected deeply on the initial concept, leading to the expansion of scope of the center as well as the structure.
The Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center is intended to be a factory of ideas geared towards maintaining the essence of who we are as the Nigerian Army, what we ought to be, where we ought to be, and how to get to the future we have envisioned. I have no doubt that by the caliber of senior officers carefully selected to pioneer the affairs of the Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center, that a solid foundation will be laid for the attainment of its missions, roles, and responsibilities as conceived by the Chief of Army Staff. At this juncture, permit me to highlight the facilities that are in this building. There are a total number of 79 offices. We have a wing for the Chief of Army Staff and a wing for the Director General of the Center. We also have a wing for the Deputy and Provost of the Center. There is a library and a restaurant and a 140 capacity auditorium. There is a large conference room and a mini conference room, a restaurant that can seat up to 48 per time, and then an IT room where the intercom for the whole center is controlled from the CCTV, DSTV, and the audiovisuals that support the auditorium.
The Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center will be a factory of ideas leading Nigerian Army to the future. Olaimi Esun, for Spy TV.